Hi everyone, welcome to this video on Bitcoin. What is Bitcoin? Bitcoin is a collection of concepts and technology that form the basis of a digital money ecosystem. Units of currency called Bitcoins are used to store and transmit value among participants in the Bitcoin network. Bitcoin users communicate with each other using the Bitcoin protocol primarily via the internet, although other transport networks can also be used. The Bitcoin protocol stack, available as open source software, can be run on a wide range of computing devices including laptops, smartphones, making the technology easily accessible. Users can transfer Bitcoin over the network to do just about anything that can be done with conventional currencies, including buy and sell goods, send money to people or organizations, or extend credit. Bitcoin can be purchased, sold and exchanged for other currencies at specialized currency exchanges. Bitcoin, in a sense, is the perfect form of money for the internet because it is fast, secure and borderless. Unlike traditional currencies, Bitcoin are entirely virtual. There are no physical coins or even digital coins per se. The coins are implied in transactions that transfer value from sender to recipient. Users of Bitcoin own keys that allow them to prove ownership of Bitcoin in the Bitcoin network. While with these keys, they can sign transactions to unlock the value and spend it by transferring it to a new owner. Keys are often stored in a digital wallet on each user's computer or smartphone. Possession of the key that can sign a transaction is the only prerequisite to spending Bitcoin, putting the control entirely in the hands of each user. Bitcoin is a distributed peer-to-peer system. As such, there is no central server or point of control. Bitcoin are created through the process called mining, which involves competing to find solutions to a mathematical problem while processing Bitcoin transactions. Any participant in the Bitcoin network, i.e. anyone using a device running the full Bitcoin protocol stack, may operate as a miner using their computer's processing power to verify and record transactions. Every 10 minutes on average, a Bitcoin miner is able to validate the transactions of the past 10 minutes and is rewarded with brand new Bitcoin. Essentially, Bitcoin mining decentralizes the currency issuance and clearing functions of a central bank and replaces the need for any central bank. The Bitcoin protocol includes built-in algorithms that regulate the mining function across the network. The difficulty of the processing task that miners must perform is adjusted dynamically so that on average someone succeeds every 10 minutes regardless of how many miners or how much processing are competing at any moment. The protocol also has the rate at which new Bitcoin are created every 4 years and limits the total number of Bitcoin that will be created to a fixed total just below 21 million coins. The result is that a number of Bitcoin in circulation closely follows an easily predictable curve that approaches 21 million by the year 2140. Due to Bitcoin's diminishing rate of issuance over the long term, the Bitcoin currency is deflationary. Furthermore, Bitcoin cannot be inflated by printing new money above and beyond the expected issuance rate. Behind the scenes, Bitcoin is also the name of the protocol, a peer-to-peer network and a distributed computing innovation. The Bitcoin currency is really the only first application of this invention. Bitcoin represents the culmination of decades of research in cryptography and distributed system, and includes 4 key innovations brought together in a unique and powerful combination. Bitcoin consists of a decentralized peer-to-peer network, the Bitcoin protocol, a public transaction ledger, the blockchain, a set of rules for independent transaction, validation and currency issuance, consensus rules, a mechanism for reaching global decentralized consensus on the valid blockchain proof of work algorithm. History of the chain. Bitcoin was invented in 2008 with the publication of a paper titled Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system, one written under the alias of Satoshi Nakamoto, combined several prior inventions such as B-Money and Hashcash to create a completely decentralized electronic cash system that does not rely on a central authority for currency issuance or settlement and validation of transactions. The key innovation was to use a distributed computation system called proof of work algorithm to conduct a global election every 10 minutes, allowing the decentralized network to arrive at consensus about the state of transactions. This elegantly solves the issue of double spend, where a single currency unit can be spent twice. Previously, the double spend problem was a weakness of the digital currency and was addressed by clearing all transactions through a central clearinghouse. The Bitcoin network was started in 2009 based on a reference implementation published by Nakamoto and since revised by many other programmers. The implementation of the proof of work algorithm mining that provides security and reliance of Bitcoin has increased in power exponentially and now exceeds the combined processing power of the world's top supercomputers. Bitcoin's total market valuation has at times exceeded 35 billion US dollars, depending on the Bitcoin to dollar exchange rate. The largest transaction processed so far by the network was 150 million US dollars, transmitted instantly and processed without any fees. Satoshi Nakamoto withdrew from the public in April 2011, leaving the responsibility of developing the code and network to a thriving group of volunteers. The identity of the person or people behind Bitcoin is still unknown. However, neither Satoshi Nakamoto nor anyone else exerts individual control over the Bitcoin system, which operates based on a fully transparent mathematical principles, open source code and consensus among participants. The invention itself is groundbreaking and has already spawned new science in the fields of distributed computing, economics and econometrics. Getting started. Bitcoin is a protocol that can be accessed using a client application that speaks the protocol. A Bitcoin wallet is the most common user interface to the Bitcoin system, just like a web browser is the most common user interface for the HTTP protocol. There are many implementations and brands of Bitcoin wallets, just like there are many brands of web browsers, e.g. Chrome, Safari, Firefox and Internet Explorer. And just like we all have our favourite browsers, Mozilla, Firefox and are villains, Internet Explorer. Bitcoin wallets vary in quality, performance, security, privacy and reliability. There is also a reference implementation of the Bitcoin protocol that includes a wallet known as the Satoshi client or Bitcoin Core, which is derived from the original implementation written by Satoshi Nakamoto. Choosing a Bitcoin wallet. Bitcoin wallets are one of the most actively developed applications in the Bitcoin ecosystem. There is intense competition, and while a new wallet is probably being developed right now, several wallets from last year are no longer actively maintained. Many wallets focus on specific platforms or specific users, and some are more suitable for beginners while others are filled with features for advanced users. Choosing a wallet is highly subjective and depends on the use and user experience. It is therefore impossible to recommend a specific brand or project of wallet. However, we can categorize Bitcoin wallets according to their platform and function and provide some clarity about all the different types of wallets that exist. Better yet, moving money between Bitcoin wallets is easy, cheap, fast, so it's worth trying out several different wallets until you find one that fits your needs. Bitcoin wallets are categorized as follows according to the platform. So I'm going to leave it here today for this video. If you like listening, please consider like, sharing, subscribing. Thank you.